Now, 2020 throws another wrench in the game with the surprising death of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Now, this has been an explosive development. It's already a contentious and unpredictable presidential campaign season, and yet here we are, a Supreme Court vacancy. Now, anybody who knows anything knows that this is a lifetime appointment. It gives Donald Trump a chance to really transform the judiciary even more than he already has, and this will last for decades to come. So this opportunity itself is a conservative's dream. Now, it's no surprise that a lot of liberals are upset about this. They're worried about this majority on the Supreme Court, almost a supermajority, that will really have a big major sway over culture. And so some of these reactions have been really over the top. There's a lot of frustration. But one of the responses to Trump's pledge to nominate a judge before the election is this almost immediate attack that we've seen among liberals on people's faith, in particular, Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Now, this is a woman who very well could be Trump's pick, and some Democrats are once again questioning Barrett's Catholic faith. They're wondering whether it precludes her in some way, which I can't even believe I'm saying this, from serving on the court. Now, let's just do a quick flashback to 2017 when Barrett actually faced this contentious confirmation hearing over her nomination. Now, she was up at the time for the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals, and Senator Dianne Feinstein seemed to really indicate during this exchange that Barrett wouldn't be able to effectively serve as a judge due to her faith. Now, you may remember this. It was very interesting, but Barrett tried to really sort of come back and say, listen, this is not an issue. My personal views are not a problem, and it didn't appease Dianne Feinstein. In fact, she said something that should make all of us shiver in fear, and this went viral at the time. She said, quote, "The dogma lives loudly within you, and that's of concern." So let me just translate that for you. You're a devout Christian, and that's a problem. Now, you flash forward 3 years, and some Democrats are again seeking to paint Barrett as some sort of strange Catholic extremist. You have people in the media doing this as well. We have Senator Mazie Hirono, who said this week that Barrett's religious views shouldn't be off limits, right? That if the Senate holds confirmation hearings, that this is not something that should be off the table. She said, quote, "Why should we say you get a lifetime appointment so that you can reflect your ideological agenda in your decision making?" I mean, I'm confused when I hear this. Are we only permitting views of secularists or people who agree with the senator? People who reject God's standards? I don't really understand, I mean, where this is coming from. But beyond that, is this really the strategy that Democrats want to embrace? To go after people's faith during, I just want to remind everybody, a contentious election season. An election season in which Trump keeps telling all of us and reminding us and warning us that Biden really has this secret disdain for faith. Right? Now, I'm not saying Biden does have that. He's a Catholic. We know that. But what I am saying is that the last thing Democrats need are prominent people on their side, on the left, openly attacking Christian values, acting as though these ethics, these biblical ethics, somehow preclude a person from serving on the nation's highest court. I mean, this is ridiculousness, and it reinforces everything that conservatives and Christians have secretly feared about liberals. It's the sort of thing that led a lot of people to tell pollsters they weren't voting for Trump and then to go out and vote for him. I mean, that should be a lesson learned. You know, I don't understand what the Democrats are doing here. I'm hoping this is just sort of some random people in media and random people in Democratic circles, because this can really be a very losing strategy. There are a lot of faithful people in this country who do not want to be dismissed or treated as though they're crazy, and they certainly don't want a religious litmus test. So we'll have to see what happens here, who the nominee is, and where this goes. But man, oh man, we are facing a very strange time, and I'm very intrigued to see how the Democrats respond to it.